Today we will be looking at our VDP module and how simple it can be for you to provide this technology to your clients. It can help your customers increase engagement and improve response results with their personalised mailings according to some direct mail campaign result data. This video will follow the complete journey from the customer selecting a template and uploading their data that dynamically generates personalised mailing content based on the customer behaviour, profile or purchase history to how the printer will download the complete PDFs ready to print. Vpress has its own native automated VDP technology. This is a fully automated, enriched flavour of VDP that delivers a variable data job direct to the presses from data collected from CRM systems such as Salesforce. But for the purposes of this demonstration, we will show you how this process is undertaken with partial automation. So let's move on from the position that your customer has their own data ready to upload and has logged into Coreprint. We can now see that we have a couple of selections. We're going to use the Tewkesbury mailer here and we will create a new mailing. Firstly, you will see a visual proof of the front of the mailer. This has got a selection already set up within the mailer of different graphics and different options of imagery that will be controlled by the Excel file that's uploaded. We also have the ability to add a logo. This will open up our DAM and we will select this Tewkesbury logo. You'll now immediately see a visual, and as you can see, the logo isn't quite how it should be with this image. So what we'll do is we're going to take off this image. We're then going to move on to the second page, and you'll see from the back here we have some date pickers to choose from, and we're going to select a date range for this offer we're doing. We're also going to put in a percentage for a discount, and once we've done that we can then select the preview and we can see the dates have populated with the colour visual. We could also pull down a preview at this moment, but it would obviously be blank of information. We're now going to continue on to the next part of the mailing, which is actually the ability to upload a spreadsheet. We can also download the headers, and we'll visually see that in Excel, and we can show there the category headers that are associated with this template. If we close that one down, I've actually got the data that I'm going to be uploading, and you can see it's very easy to fill out. We've got a name, surname, address details for the mailing, and we've got two important columns, which is the category and the intro. This is going to control imagery and information and text within the system. We'll move back to the browser, and we're now going to select the data. So we'll select the data we were just looking at and we'll upload it. As it's uploading, what we're doing is it's going to provide us with a visual of each of the lines. So we can see here we have a whole range of lines with 50 results. What we can also do is we can now select a few of them and visually see a proof. And you'll see here we've now got the lady with the stones on her back, and if we come onto the second page you can see that the address has been populated, the dates and etc. are in place, and details of the actual stay, and also changing the colour to match the front imagery. If we come back and we select another one, we can come to this visual, and we can now see that this is one of the visuals with the dining and the Relax Gourmet dining here in place. Come down, the text has also changed colour to associate with the image on the front and the design. Once we've had a few visuals and we're happy, we could also deselect one of the mailers because maybe it's a wrong address or it is actually just a test, and we can ask the system to recalculate. Once it's recalculated, we can then add to basket, and this is now going to allow us to add it to basket, and we can see there we've now got 49 lines for the Tewkesbury mailer. It gives us a price, and this could be adapted depending on your client, and we can now check out. Once we've completed the checkout, we can put the details in contact details, and we can also either select a delivery address for the mailing, or we could leave that blank because they're obviously going to be personalised. We can now check out. This is now giving us details of the order and what was placed and delivery and invoice address. This will also provide us now with an email with the details of this order in place also. So we can now move on to the printer's side. So we're now viewing our core production area, where the printer will actually process any orders that are coming through to him. As you can see, we have our order 110, status of new, and details about it's a Tewkesbury Park mailer. There's a quantity of 49, the date and time it was actually ordered. So we can now look to process this order, and we're now going to open up the processing for batch download. What this does is it does actually allow us, we could automate this process as mentioned earlier, but it's actually downloading from the template controls all of the items required to produce this mailing. So it's actually putting it locally and enabling you to be able to process it on this computer. It also allows me to select a destination of where I'd like it to go, and also whether I want it to be one line per document, or as you can see here, 49 items in the per document, so it's all in one PDF. So we'll now process that item, and you can see it's collecting all the data per the lines, and it's now processing it for us. Once this is done, we'll then obviously go to the PDF, and we can open it up to view and make sure it's ready to go. You'll also notice it's taken us back to this screen, which is showing now it's been processed, and we have a tick saying it's been downloaded. So on a processing level, we know that we've actually dealt with it. If we come to the Acrobat, we can open up the file to have a view, and we can see the file that's been downloaded. And here we have the ready to print artwork. Each page actually has the details, and from here we can now take this artwork. It has bleed and crops, unlike the previews that were being used on the front end by the user, and we can now go to print with this. While we watched our PDFs being printed, as we discussed in the beginning of this demonstration, Coreprint automated VDP does all this for you and much more besides. It can retrieve the data from your customer's CRM at a set time of day, validate, error handle, segment, and pass each data set through multiple templates to generate hundreds of thousands of different documents, such as special offers, invoicing, welcome letters, and anything the customer requires in minutes. These PDFs are then submitted to possibly different print partners' workflows depending on who has the contract to produce a particular document type. It then goes back and updates the CRM so the prospect sales journey, position or score, or the customer records are all correct and up to date. As you can see, Coreprint VDP and automated VDP can help you provide real value added services to your customers that can give you that competitive edge over your competition.